Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Peace, everybody. This is your brother, Mr. Holipsism, here to you today on this fine Saturday afternoon. I was going through my videos, and like a lot of times I've come across arguments. Like I get into, or people try to get into debates with me, and I come across certain tactics over and over again. So what I usually do is I make a video for it just to address what that tactic is, and then I just refer to that video anytime I come across it. It makes it a lot easier for me. It's like copy and paste. I've addressed Negro Stalling tactics, but there are techniques within Negro Stalling tactics that I thought I did a video on, but I never really did. Because I could have sworn I did a video on what I'm going to talk about today, and that's drop the mic statements. I probably referred to it, and maybe that's what made me think I did a video and explored it in depth, but I haven't, because I looked through the videos, I didn't see it, so I'm going to do it now. What is a drop the mic statement? Basically, this is a technique employed by the Captain America Negro, but mainly by the Black Power Americans. I think they use it more, and the Militant Integrationists use it a lot too. But if I had to pick who uses it more, I would say it's the Black Power Americans, the people from the so-called conscious community who's RBG, super black, blackity black, and yet they hate Africa and don't want nothing to do with you. And if you say anything about going over to Africa, they want to discourage you from doing it, even though you're not telling them to come with you. You're just saying that we need to establish something in Africa. They don't even want, not only don't they want to go, they don't want you to go. It's really some Stockholm syndrome squared. It's Stockholm syndrome on steroids. And so what is a drop the mic statement? Drop the mic statement is any statement that you make that stops progress. So if we're talking about, let's say black people are being killed by the police, and the youth decide that they want to start Black Lives Matter movement. The drop the mic statement will be, well, we've been protesting for so and so, blah, 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 blah. Protesting is a waste of time. Boom, drop the mic. Conversation's over. No longer talking about that. Let's say we want to protest against police brutality with the protest that we came up with, which is withholding your city and state taxes. Oh, well, you can't do that because the right man and the IRS is going to blah, blah, blah. They're going to change the laws and they'll just adapt to whatever you do. Boom, drop the mic. What else? Oh, well, how can I forget this? Having a nation state on the continent of our ancestors, on Africa. Oh, well, you can't do that because wherever the white man goes, white supremacy is all over the globe. It's in the planets, it's in the stars, it's in Mars and Pluto and all of those. You can't go anywhere without experiencing the white man's power. Boom, drop the mic. Do you sense a pattern here? What it's really about is stopping progress. When you see that the conversation, the energy is going in a certain direction, you come in and you cut it off at the knees, and then you drop the mic and hold your hands up like you just dropped knowledge. The conscious community does this all the fucking time, and they think that they're being deep. But what they're really doing is engaging in Negro stalling tactics. I've had people tell me that it's going to take 100 years for us to get our stuff together because we have to undo all the stuff that's happened for 500 so and so years. Well, my response to that is, then what the fuck am I even talking about this shit for? I'm not going to be around here in 100 years. Why don't I just relax or just be a coon for the rest of my life? Because I'm not going to see any change until I get in the, even after I'm dead. You know, I'm going to be dead. I'm not going to see any change. The change is going to come after I'm in the ground. So why am I wasting my time talking about this stuff? Why are you wasting your time talking about it? If change is not going to happen in 100, and why is it? Why do they just throw out these figures? Oh, 100 years. Could you give me some justification for those years? Like this is 2016. It's July. From July to December, should black people be doing during this year? I mean, since you threw out that 100 years, please tell me what's going to happen between July and December of 2016. You know why they won't tell you that? I don't know if any of you guys have ever been involved in any projects. Especially, I'll be more specific because I worked in the production, film and video production. And I've actually completed some projects, you know, like when I was in school and with friends and with stuff like that. And one of the things that I notice when it comes to people that don't want to do anything are really lackadaisical and lazy, they tend to throw out dates and times miscellaneously, basically so they can make adjustments for their laziness. I'll give you an example in case you don't understand what I'm saying. Let's say you have a short film that you have to film. Technically, you can shoot that short film in a weekend, but you have to plan for it. So in your plans, you say, oh, well, we should be able to complete this in 3 months. My first question is, where did you get that figure from? And why does it take 3 months to do something that really only you can shoot in a weekend? Why are you backing it up 3 months? The reason why they're backing it up 3 months is to accommodate their laziness. And that's why a lot of projects don't get done. Because people back it up, they give these wide-ranging general time frames. They don't have any benchmarks in place where we hit this week. This week we do this. This week we do this, and then by this week we can be able to shoot. No, 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 no. Let's back it up for months so it can allow us to accommodate our laziness. And then when it comes time, it comes time to actually do it, two things are going to happen. Either it'll be rushed and it'll come out like bullshit, or they'll have to back it up some more because they're not ready. Or it will never get done. And I've been in situations like that as well. So that's the whole motivation behind the drop the mic statement. They're dropping the mic because they have no intention of doing what the person who bringing up the idea is proposing. So all they're doing is throwing a wet blanket over it because they never intend that for that idea to see its way or manifest its way into reality. So you're going to hear this a lot. And it's going to come off, they're going to try to come off as sounding deep, and they're going to try to come, it's like what my cousin says, he calls it the yeah, but syndrome. Like you present something and then somebody comes up with a yeah, but, yeah, I know what you're saying, but, yeah, we can do that, but these niggas have no intentions of doing shit. No intentions of doing shit. And the overriding philosophy behind their motive, behind them doing this, is that the white man is apparently God. The white man is going to affect you and stop whatever you plan on doing. So why do it in the first place? Why even try? That's their motivate. That's what they say all the time. So I want to ask you guys a question, and you can put it in the comment section of this video. Who is the most powerful entity in the universe? Darkseid? Is it Thanos? Is it Galactus? Or Anyway, I'll holler at you good people later. Just leave your comment and your opinion in the comment section. I'd be interested to see who you guys think is the most powerful entity in the universe. And glad to enlighten you guys on what drop the mic statements are so that when you come across them, you will understand and refer to this video because I told you about them and people use them all the fucking time. So now you know what they are. Talk to you people later. Peace.